All right, let's go. Continuing painting some deadbeats. Very simple color scheme. Bone, red, black. We got currently painting this cavalry kind of model. But we got your average deadbeat here. Focus. There we go. Your average soldier deadbeat. We got your elite deadbeat. Your support deadbeat. Come on. You can do it, phone. You can do it. There we go. And then obviously your cavalry deadbeat, and then the ones that I posted the other day, which your large deadbeats and your feral deadbeats. So, yeah, just doing that. Chilling. Yes. I'm gonna start with the contrast paint. Start with contrast paint here and use it more kind of like a wash than anything else. Just to get that starting point. With the bone. So you can just see it tints it that kind of yellow and then makes the darker parts darker and the lighter parts just really kind of tinted to the color that we want. Big part here is really making sure. I wonder. Can't seem to keep it in focus. I am just using my phone. This was kind of an impromptu, just give it a try, see how it works kind of thing. So I will need to, I don't have the right equipment for this, but this is something I've always wanted to do. So, just do it. Just gotta do it, even if it doesn't work out great. Probably won't work out great the first time, but that's how you learn, right? That's how you get better at stuff. If you don't try, you can't succeed. Bob Ross says, then you have happy accidents too. Just try things. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You can see just by adding the contrast paint here, already, like, makes everything pop with very little effort. That's where if you do a bigger part of it and you do a zenithal highlight, so you do like a black and white spray, then it really works well. Gotta make sure you get into all the spots. It looks like we've hit pretty much everything. While that's doing its thing, I'm gonna take some black paint, water it down heavily, And then go over all of the metal. Oh, see, there you go. I missed a couple skulls. And then wipe off your brush. Come back in and you take a lot of that out. But it leaves a kind of weathered, black stained metal. And then you can always go over it again if you want with the same metallic that you had. Make sure to use an old brush for this part, as it'll ruin your brush. As you can see, the bristles on this one are completely destroyed. Obviously, the longer you wait, the more it dries, the darker it'll become. There you go. Now I'll definitely brighten that up a bit, because we do have the black cloth underneath. So you want some kind of separation. But it's a start, right? We're just making those dark points. Now you can see that silver has some shaded parts, some darker parts, right? Really makes it kind of pop different. All right, I think most of the contrast paint is dried. So that's it. That's one. So we went from something like this where it's based to something like this where we got a bunch of the detail in. You can see different highlights and shadows. Right, got all our base colors. Color scheme's pretty basic, which is totally fine. Makes it much easier to work with. But yeah, that's it. And then you got your deadbeat. Yeah, look at that. So now you can even do speed painting or mass painting. We got these deadbeat grunts that we can paint up too. Right? These guys you'd probably be better off doing like painting in batches. Who knows, maybe for the next world building session, we can do what the setting would be for these guys. Maybe Callie's raising her deadbeats for a great fight, or somebody's invaded Callie's domain and her deadbeats have risen to protect her. All right, let's do our watered down black now. On all the silver parts, which turns out there isn't too much. Just kind of do that. Then you can always leave it too, and just let it dry. And then just wipe some of it off. Get a bigger brush. Might have waited a little bit too long, but not the end of the world. Could still soak up some of it. But then all you do is go over with your silver again. Just on some of the raised parts here that you want to pop. Make it pop. Right, maybe down here, tiny bit. Just like that. See, makes it look a little bit more authentic as well. But that's it. We were able to get done this one here. Kind of cavalry guy, nice and big, a little more complicated, right? Paying attention to more details on this one. And then a bit more of a batch painting for our grunt deadbeats here. So, bam. This guy should go back. And then these guys are here. Look at that. There we go. That's what we got done today. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it. If you're all deadbeats, thank you deadbeats for joining. If you're not, that's okay too. Go check out Callie. Great content. But with that, I will say goodbye and thank you for joining. Bye bye bye.